Yes, sir. Geeks all over the globe, God. Welcome to a brand spanking new episode of Cuz We Geeks. We encourage you to stay geek, man. Listen, the Fantastic Four is back with a brand spanking new one for y'all. Of course, y'all know it's your boy Real. Got my cuz Will. Got Big J with the aliens in the background. And of course, got BA, man. Listen, if you guys and ladies are into geek content, what is this going on? Hit the wrong button on Discord. Listen, man. If you guys are into geek content, do us a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Also, too, everybody's get them likes up for us tonight. Help us continue to build that algorithm up to find more geeks like yourselves. We definitely need the word spread, man, that we are definitely here to talk about all things of the geek culture involving movies and television. Also, too, follow us on Cuz We Geek Clips, where we post the condensed versions of the show on that channel. We're still also trying to grow that channel, too, y'all. So we definitely use your help with that, too. All right, fellas, let's get to it, man. We got a lot to get into today, man. So let's start off real quick, man, with some of these quick hits. So check it out, y'all. Ryan Reynolds has seemingly confirmed that Deadpool will appear in Avengers Doomsday. So let's see what everybody talking about with this. So check this out. Ryan Reynolds has seemingly confirmed Deadpool will appear in Avengers Doomsday. The actor shared a cryptic post to Instagram featuring the Avengers logo with graffiti sprayed over it. So this was an A right here. That's what he put on it. So this is the picture everybody's talking about. So with y'all seeing this, we know how Ryan Reynolds does on social media, man, when it comes to anything Deadpool related, man. He's probably one of the best when it comes to marketing on the social media. Cuz, what do you think, man? Do you think that Deadpool is going to be in Doomsday, or you think this is just a little something that's nothing, pretty much?
I think it will be. It just makes sense for him to be in it with everything going on as far as them. You want heavy hitters in it. You want great marketing, and Deadpool and Ryan Reynolds is able to do both of it. So having Deadpool within it, I think it only makes sense because the real question mark was if he was going to be in Secret Wars, which I expect him to be in it just because it's when everything starts to essentially collapse on it. But yeah, for him to, I expect him to be in Doomsday. It just makes so much sense. What you got, Big J?
Actually, that symbol on there is the anarchy symbol, which y'all may not remember, but Kevin Feige, when they were promoting, I believe it was Avengers Infinity War, or maybe it was Endgame, he was wearing the blue version of that same hat with the Avengers logo with the anarchy symbol on top of it.
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of a nod to that. So yeah, I think that's him just throwing out a little nod that he's going to be in it. But yeah.
So you think he is going to be in it?
Oh yeah, I think that was a deep cut for folks.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be interesting. What about you, BA? What you got, man?
Well, they're about to do, in which we would definitely go over the second round of casting that they're going to have for this movie. So clearly he's getting it out in front of it, and they're giving him the leeway to market Deadpool the Ryan Reynolds way. So this is him confirming that. I mean, if all the other X-Men is in it, why isn't he in a sense, right? I know, not necessarily the same thing, but he did tie into them in his own movie. So I think for sure he's going to be a part of it. For sure, he's going to bring his own audience and people that love Deadpool. So, I mean, having Deadpool in an Avengers movie is pretty much icing on the cake right there. So, yeah, I can't wait now. I mean, I couldn't wait before either, but even better.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Hey, when is the next Cheer Watch? Did they say yet?
Late August. So August 20 something.
So D23.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to I don't know if they're going to do another chair watch. I don't know if we're going to do another 6 hours of slow scrolling.
What?
Chairs.
Come on, BJ.
That's the only way to do it.
I know how you supposed to do it, bro.
That was not riveting. I sat there with that on in the background for almost a whole day of work.
I let the presentation go by, and because we already knew they were going to send it back out, send like on
Mhm.
YouTube and all that stuff. So once
Clips.
the clips and all that stuff. So once they got done with the cheer watch and they condensed it down, I think they condensed it down. What was it, kills like 5 minutes or something like
Yeah,
that, or like
yeah.
4 minutes or
It was
whatever it was.
right around 5 minutes.
Now from 5 hours to 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah. So yeah, I think they learned their lesson on cheer watch. They're gonna probably just do it. They're gonna probably just gonna tell you, hey, this is who's gonna be in it in like a little quick Marvel presentation as far as like, hey, this post, these are the names. Kind of like how you used to play basketball in school and you had your name on the wall if you made the team or not. That's how it's
Yeah.
gonna be with the Avengers watch. You're gonna have it on the wall or whatever.
Absolutely not. We can
It
take a
would
vote on
be
that.
funny if they did it
We-
like that.
No,
Have
absolutely not.
different.
This is
so
Marvel. They have
Yeah, I don't.
egos out the wazoo. They are going to do something to take our time away from something else. I can guarantee that. I guarantee. So
No, you're
no,
probably right.
they're not just going to do the banner and like, yo, remember, hey, 2004. That's your boy right there. No, they're not. They're not doing that.
So you
I'm
caused
just saying,
some
'cause-
drama for BA there. It sounds like he wasn't on the list when they had the names on the wall there, so
Yeah,
that's
it's
why he's
personal.
rejected.
It's personal. I took it
bro.
personal.
And they already like 0 for 2 on these presentations of too, BA with the. I don't know if y'all saw Fantastic Fours. That was a waste of time. I remember they was cooking that one online.
Yeah.
I remember they had that presentation on like what was it, like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and stuff like that. Waited to that time to wait, set their alarms so they can wake up and watch it. I told Cuz I'm not waking up for that, man.
Nah.
When we wake up the next morning, I'll know what's going on because they're gonna put that online and all that stuff. So yeah, that and cheer watch were both some of the worst I've ever seen, bro. Marvel gotta do better, man. They should just stuck with the presentation they did when they did what was it, Captain America Civil War, right? They came out with what was it, Captain America Serpent Society, and then they like erased it or whatever, or dropped that curtain or whatever, and they had the Captain America Civil War as the name of the next movie. But yeah, bro, like but for this though, I think Deadpool's in there, bro. I don't think we have to see his name on a chair for us to kind of put 2 and 2 together. I really think that scene that we saw in Deadpool and Wolverine of Thor and holding him and crying or whatever, I think that's going to be something that we're going to see either in Doomsday or in Secret Wars. So,
But you know what though?
what's that?
They said that they threw that in as kind of a joke and didn't have any idea what that was going to lead to. I heard that earlier today. They said when they shot that scene, they said the Russos, nobody at Marvel's like really had anything. They just threw it in there because they thought it was funny. And so now they got to just sit there. They'll let somebody else figure out what that means later. Basically, is what they did.
Hey, it's got to be a payoff now because folks gonna be expecting it. And then he did say that was gonna be in the future in Deadpool Wolverine, so we gonna see it somewhere in one of these movies. With chances are, if that's the case, it might be Doomsday because Battle World and all that stuff. So, but yeah, we'll see though. We'll see. So let's see what we got next, fellas. Check this out, man. So remember we was in here talking about who the villain can be and all that, man. Check this out. The main villain of Spider-Man Brand New Day will be kept a secret by Marvel. So don't be asking them, Big J. They ain't gonna tell you. So according to insider Daniel RPK, the main villain of Spider-Man Brand New Day will be kept a secret by Marvel and Sony during promotion. It is a character that hasn't been linked to any rumors or speculation so far. Boy, I feel like we hearing brand new stuff every day on this movie. But what you think, Big J, man?
So it's either going to be Wilson Fisk or Madam Web. One of the two. That's who the big bad going to be. Because you would never think it.
I definitely wouldn't think about no Madam Web. I was trying to forget about Madam Web, but thank you, BJ.
Come on, you know you bought the Blu-ray
4K Ultra
with the deleted scenes.
Mm-hmm.
But now, what you got, BA? What you got, bro?
Yo, in the words of the homie Rel, I believe it when I see the trailer. That's where we at right now with this show, with this particular movie. It's so many villains tied to this. And then they say, well, they're not there. And then the person said that the person, Mr. Negative, not going to be in it. He got removed from social media some kind of way or shut his stuff down. So, where is he at? Something's going down in Marvel, and I'll just wait till I see the person in the trailer. Now, will they probably release the whole thing? No, they're not going to do another Brand New Day. They're not going to Brand New Day. Wow, Brave New Water. What Captain America? They're not going to do that no more. They're going to give you like a little sample, and we're just going to keep moving from there. So that's where we at with that. And that's all. That's all we need. We don't need too much.
Yeah,
But I believe it when I see it in the trailer.
I'm with you. What you got, cuz?
I like it. That's what they should have been doing for a long time. Keeping the big villain, especially if it's something like this, to where it could be you're not sure who it is. It makes sense to do it. Yeah, that's the way that they played it with that Captain America just screwed them over. And when it comes to Spider-Man, you really don't need anything extra with it to try to get people into the theater. So yeah, just keep it secret, protect the IP for it, and let us just have fun with it.
Man, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I don't like these behind the scenes shots that they've been showing lately of Spider-Man. I kind of like the mystery to it, but then at the same time, I understand why they're doing it
Yeah,
because we talked about it before. They're a year away,
yeah,
so you kind of trying to knock out two birds with one stone. You're doing your marketing while you're doing your shooting or whatever, right? So
yeah,
and also too, if you think about it, that kind of save money to the studio. So you're not pouring a lot of money into the marketing, but guess what? Because we're showing you these behind the scenes of what's going on, why the movie's going on. So that's getting you hyped up as the movie's being shot. So like, I mean, for me, listen, we didn't heard that certain people, like BA said, we heard certain people not gonna be in the movie. We hear Sinister Six gonna be in the movie. Big J, you asked us the other day, is Tombstone gonna be in the movie? We ain't heard Tombstone in about what 3-4 weeks now.
yeah,
So, like I said, I don't know who's gonna be in this movie. It's like I'm with you, cuz I don't want to know.
yeah,
To the point now, it's like I'm just go ahead and give me the trailer, and then we'll just go from there. Now I can speculate on who's gonna be in there. We already know Scorpion gonna be in there. We saw, but we said this before. We saw from that symbol that was on that tank. I don't care what that one guy. What was it? Who was it? Comic Circus or what? BJ? Yeah, it's like we don't. I don't care what he's saying. I think Mr. Negative is gonna be in this movie. I said this before too. Scorpion is a hired muscle. He's not somebody who's gonna be sitting out here and plotting and scheming or whatever, right? I feel like
yeah.
he's a guy who you point at somebody to seek at somebody, right? So, but I really think that they're gonna have a Mr. Negative or somebody like that. Now, hey, they could have somebody in here that we don't know, but I still think Mr. Negative is in here because of some of the stuff that we've seen in those leaked photos or whatever. So, uh, I've heard a rumor that I don't know if y'all heard about this, but they said some people saying that they think Rhino gonna be in the movie. So
That was my guess.
that's once again that's a hired muscle.
Yeah,
Who's the brains of the operation? It can't be Scorpion and it can't be Rhino, right? It's got to be. Ignore that what he did in more in what was it? Craven. That's whatever.
But see,
So yeah,
oh,
go ahead.
no, 'cause I even heard it a couple of weeks ago, and I've heard it a couple of times. They were saying like Tarantula might be in it. There's
Yeah, what
people
happens to
throwing out,
Tarantula?
they're throwing out all kind of names. So I think one. Here's what I think. I think Marvel knew. One, I applaud them not just trying to do the green screen stuff. So them shooting in actual sets makes it look better, and even having him like you've seen the videos of him swinging on actual ropes and to make that an actual effect instead of all CG. Once again, one, I think it's going to save him money and save him time on the special effects. But I think it also makes it look real and like you're in the real world compared to everything in the void on a green screen. So I think the reason I think they started allowing that because if you shoot outside, you're gonna have drones. So I think they were like, hey, you know what? Let's release the suit. People gonna see the suit tomorrow, so let's go ahead and show the suit. And then they knew because you couldn't block off because they said they had 50 streets in Glasgow that they were using.
Yep.
So the people were in there. So they were like, you know what? Let's just let them film, and that, like I said, it's free marketing. Basically, is what they're thinking.
Yep.
We're just not gonna show any plot stuff, but you'll see the tank, and so that way it gets people hyped without us paying any money, and people posting all over social media, so we get all our content and engagement up, and not costing us $1.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying a minute ago, right? And like you just said, with the practical effects, because like I said, we are talking about how this is exactly a year away.
Yeah.
You don't have to pour as much into your CGI effects, and like you said, the marketing. We're getting you free marketing right now, so they're saving money while also getting the job done that they need done with this movie. So listen, like I said, I think we're gonna see a trailer here, man. Now it might be like was it No Way Home? We didn't get our first trailer until like 4 months till the movie came out. They're gonna probably do something like that again, just kind of touch some things up or whatever. Then they're gonna probably show it at the trailer or whatever. So we're gonna probably get it again like 5 or 4 months out from the movie being released. But listen, I wouldn't be surprised we see something. I doubt it, but I mean, we probably see something at D23. But I mean, we're probably not. I don't think we are, but I wouldn't be surprised if we did. All right, man. Let's see what we got. Check this out, y'all. So James Gunn responds to DC fan who feels that naming Superman's dog Crypto was bad writing. Check this out. Superman's dog named Crypto is just bad writing. It's like naming your dog Eartho. James Gunn says, I considered naming my dog Eartho if I was stranded on another planet and he was the last memory I had of home. Well, BA, what you think about this, man?
Yeah, +1 to James Gunn.
Yeah.
That is a pretty serious comeback for that. Real straight to the point and kept it moving. You know, so that was awesome. The fact that he said that. Yeah, he pulled that one out. Pause. So yeah, you know, just why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Just because Stephen Keefe with the end in the middle buzz, he wants his little 15 minutes of fame. So I guess he got it right. So amongst all these things, James Gunn happened to see it amongst the hundreds of tweets that he probably gets and he comes across. He's like, all right, I got time today. So he got his shine. He got his little light, and it's gonna be over. And hope he goes back to his basement and he doesn't post again, but he will. It was foolish. It was just foolish to do. But you know, shout out to him. Shout out to James Gunn though. He's really the MVP right here.
Better man than me. What you think, cuz?
Yeah, James took it. He was straight to the point. I loved it. Of course, just want to be famous. Throw out dumb stuff all the time. Nothing needs to be added.
What you think, BJ?
I mean, we talked about this before. People get online and talk a lot, but people don't know anything about the history of the characters of the comics. So Crypto,
you saying pick one of these up?
Yeah, because guess what?
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Crypto's in the comics.
What is that?
From
he is?
1955. He's been around.
No, I thought James Gunn made him up. I apologize. I had no idea. Wow, that's crazy.
The lazy writing by the people who made it in 1955. I mean, yeah,
Bro,
like I said, it's not even his first time appearing on screen. So Crypto's been in other stuff, but yeah, it's dumb. That's why I wouldn't even reply to him if I was James. I'm like, because you are giving him air.
Mm-hmm.
When you respond, you give him what he wants. He wanted attention. He got the hit. Now people talking about him.
You know what's funny, BJ? You saying that? This is why I think I told Cuz this before. It's to the point like I don't get mad at the people who gatekeep no more when it comes to these comics, because you see a lot of stupid people online, bro. Let's just be real, right? Like you coming at this dude talking about him naming the dog Crypto, basically out of how many times you heard me say these comic book movies are from the comics, sir. That's what it came from. So you've never in your life heard of Crypto, and you're supposed to be a quote unquote DC fan. You never heard of.
That probably the same people upset they're making a Supergirl movie. Like, who is a Supergirl?
Oh, you know,
y'all woke. Y'all trying to be woke.
Yeah, that DEI.
Why we can't enjoy stuff?
That's 100% facts, man.
No, why you saying that, BJ? Somebody did say that. Remember, because we talked about that. Somebody actually said that.
Did.
Oh, they trying to.
We did.
Yeah, it's like that's in the comics. You know, she's been in the comics since what, the 50s or whatever, or 40s or whatever. It's like this is not some character that just came out with. Like, oh man, yeah. Like I said, I see why people gatekeep. I'm not gonna lie to you, because it's a lot of idiots out here, man. Simply pick up a comic book. You're supposed to be a DC, quote unquote DC fan. Pick up a damn comic book. It's in the comics.
Bro, you're doing too much. Google. Just Google the damn name. If you Google the name, all the information that Jay said pops right up. It's right there. It's the first line.
It's a portable computer in your hand right here. You just simply type in. Okay, got you.
Okay, but see, here's the problem now. BA, there's a problem with what you're saying, though, right?
Oh, damn.
If you do that, then you can't be ignorant. And so if you want to say ignorant stuff, you can't go Google and get the knowledge, because then you sound stupid if you already looked it up. So you gotta be like, nah, I don't know nothing. I ain't read nothing. Let me just go ask stupid questions, because you think
you own it. It's right here. Look.
Stop showing me stuff. Stop showing me stuff.
Shout out to the
Oh my
Matrix.
God.
Ignorance is bliss, baby.
That's crazy to me, bro. But yeah, check this out too, y'all. BA sent us this yesterday. So trying to start fights online, it looks like. Supergirl's expected to beat Spider-Man Brand New Day at the box office next July, fellas. Next July. All right, let me see if I can show the folks this. According to the box office analyst, Mr. Fernando, Supergirl could outperform Spider-Man Brand New Day at the box office next. Okay, I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. Could outperform. He believes that Supergirl will be a new and fresh project for audience, sparking their curiosity over the future of the character. Cuz, what you think on this one, bro?
I think this is a waste of time. It's kind of like what we talked about last Tuesday or week before, like maybe the Saturday before. Folks just it was with the when they're saying that Mr. Negative not going to be in Spider-Man, where he just throws stuff out to be the fastest, but not necessarily to be right. So he's just throwing it out just so that if it ends up happening, be like, see, I told you, you can trust me with this. It doesn't make sense to try to put that out there at this point. It's a year, almost a year away. And the only reason why he's saying it is just because of how Superman performed against Fantastic Four, when knowing Spider-Man has done well on his own, like continuously. So it's a waste of time to even put it out there.
What you think, BJ?
Well, if we compare box offices between Spider-Man and Superman products, so we're not even talking about Spider-Man versus Superman. We're talking about Spider-Man versus Supergirl, right?
Mm-hmm.
How much did the last Spider-Man movie make?
It made over a bill. Yeah,
I think it was like 1.2, 1.3 billion. So
at least.
And then Superman made how much? Around 500. I think it's going to cap out around 570, 580 maybe.
Maybe 6.
So,
maybe.
And then Spider-Man has a history. I mean, if you look at the last few Spider-Man movies, they were all right at or over $1 billion. Even Venom made right $900 million for the first one.
Yep.
So you're going to say that a spin-off character from the from the Superman universe is going to bring in more money than Spider-Man? Either the most popular or second most, because Spider-Man and Batman are the two most popular characters. So either Spider-Man or Batman. So you think that that's going to bring in more money than one of the most popular comic book characters of all time? And I think if you look overall, I think that franchise has brought around $9 billion in overall revenue over since the Tobey Maguire movies. So hey, I just think is he supposed to be an analyst or something? You said Mr. Fernando?
Yeah.
It's about a box office analyst.
Or is he just a guesserist? You know what I'm saying?
I guess he definitely a guestist. What you think, BA?
So, I try to play advocate, right? So I'm like, what can be? How can we spin this positive some kind of way? I said, okay. The only thing that came to mind was I'm gonna take y'all back to early 2000s. 50 Cent, Kanye West. They had an album off, right? Who's going to sell the most? Well, what happened was they both end up selling more because you was invested in the fight, in the argument. They was like, yo, I gotta get one or the other. Let's go get it. So maybe he's putting this out there now to say, yes, Spider-Man is expected to do close to $1 billion, if not over. Well, if I'm putting that Supergirl's gonna be better or gonna make more, you might need to say, like, wait, why did he say that? Is Supergirl really gonna be that good? Well, it's Spider-Man, so I gotta go see Supergirl now. So you might get more people wanting to see Supergirl based off the hype that it's getting now to go and get Spider-Man and how great Spider-Man already is. It just nothing but elevates Supergirl in this situation. So in that sense, and I know I fully twisted that thing, pause. Like I sold that joint. But at the end of the day, that's the only thing I can come up with to put this out there a year in advance than just so you can probably sell tickets. That's the only thing. It's going to be just as good as Spider-Man, guys. Just wait. There you go.
Leave it alone, guy. Leave it alone. Why are we doing this? You know what I'm saying? All you doing is riling up the people online, man. You're gonna have these Marvel DC fights online and stuff like that. Leave this alone, bro. We ain't even see the trailer yet. What are we talking about? Matter of fact, I think Supergirl's in post production right now. And then of course we know Spider-Man is shooting right now as we speak. So bro, just leave it alone. I don't know why we gotta be doing this right now. You have no idea how I don't know how you can factor that in from what we from what you talking about with the whole her what she did in that movie and all that stuff, bro. Like we can't factor that in yet because her being in a cameo and her having her own movie, that's two different things.
Yeah.
So that movie could be trash Dookie Johnson. We don't know. What you about to say, Big J?
You forget that she was on House of the Dragons, so obviously that's going to generate $1.3 billion just from her House of the Dragons first season. You know,
You being disrespectful, bro. Like they didn't want her to stay the person through
Nah.
the next 2 seasons, bro. You wilding, bro.
Hey, that's what I said. First season, I just said.
But yeah, no, what everything you said though, man. That I don't think it's a bad thing, right? Like I think if you actually think about it, like you said, BJ, Spider-Man is known for either being close to a bill or being over a bill, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so that's not a bad thing as long as Supergirl is profitable for WB. They continue on their trajectory of bringing positive, reception to the franchise. I think it's fine, man. Like they'll get to the point where they start, walking out of here with $1 billion, depending on how the trajectory is for this franchise or whatever. So yeah. What if we say BA? Oh,
you got it.
Let me see. So check this out, y'all. Speaking of Marvel, so Marvel Universe Multiverse Saga has no base. So this is the question that's kind of been going around, man. I know we talked about it before on this channel. The fact that people, I hate the multiverse saga or whatever, and I know I was kind of one of those people trying to tell people like these movies that y'all this saga is not truly a multiverse saga. Probably 2 or 3 movies and maybe a couple, one show, 2 seasons of this show has anything to do with the multiverse. It's pretty much just a bunch of just random movies within this saga that's labeled the multiverse. And so this was one of the so this is just some stuff here that they kind of ran down here. So let's go over real quick, y'all. See what they talk about with this. First up, let's see what we got here, y'all. So enters Doom, the Chaos Catalyst. It says Dr. Doom's plan. That's the question here. Let the multiverse war happen. He wants to destroy everything, then rebuild it his way. I don't know. Have anybody heard anything on the idea of what they're doing with Doomsday? Because I feel like we still don't know a synopsis yet of this movie. No? Okay. Yeah, because that's you would think like based off of the comic, that's what he wants. We don't know what the Doom in the MCU wants. So I don't know. We'll have to see. It says Doom wants a battle world. I think we all kind of agree it's gonna be a battle world here. It says a new world, only order, Doom's order, no king, a utopia under Doom is king, and then no TVA. Sound familiar? Thanos Part 2, 2.0, I should say. So if y'all had to put Big J's Hot Toys on it, is Kang gonna be mentioned in Doomsday? In y'all opinion?
No.
Yes.
I'm kind of with you, BA. I think he is. It might not be like no, 30-minute, explanation or nothing, but it might be like a real quick the beginning of the movie, kind of like how they did with Thanos and was it Infinity War, something like that.
Only thing I could see is because I know they're gonna have to try to tie Loki into it some way, and I've heard theories that that's one of the things Doom is gonna go after Loki and try and take Loki out because he believes that Loki is basically, I guess he's trying to take him out of different aspects of the universe or something like that. So he sees Loki as a threat.
You talking about the Loki at the end? You talking about Loki at the
Loki
end?
Loki got of stories, yeah.
So he's trying to take Doom out.
No, I think Doom is going for Loki. He needs to take Loki off the throne And
Gotcha.
I think maybe when he does it, that'll to start the whole process. But like I said, I don't know because I know Loki has to be involved in some fashion. And like I said, that may be the only way you get a mention of Kang that they mentioned that yeah, I took over because this guy was trying to take over. But I think it'll be a throwaway mention. I don't think it'll be like a him being
Let,
the
let me
integral
let
part.
me sit down and explain this to you about this guy named Kane. Nothing like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. All right, see what we got next, fellas. So check this out. Franklin Richards is the key. I think we kind of talked about this before. Why did Doom kidnap Franklin Richards? We don't know if he kidnapped him yet. That's a theory going around. He's Kang's ancestor. He has power cosmic. Doom plus Franklin equals God mode unlocked. So then he also says new theory: free will is the real plot. So I'm guessing they're saying that Doom was going to take away people's free will, and of course, it's how Battle World gonna get started and all that stuff. You remember Loki? It all started there, like what BJ was just saying with the what is he again? The god
They call him the
the
God of
god of not
stories. God of
god of stories.
stories.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. No free will. Everyone destined, controlled by He who remains. Huh.
He who reigns ain't gonna show up because we already know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, but now things are changing. So yeah, I don't know about that one. Listen, I'm not gonna be mad if Jonathan Major showed up in this movie. I'm not. So I don't know. We'll have to see. So then he says, "What happened to incursions?" This is a great question. Ain't that what you asked though, BJ, about the incursions?
Remember we talked about it. That's what like you said. It's not. This hasn't been a multiverse saga because
Right.
they haven't focused. Like I said, the way you do a multiverse saga is if you go to different universes throughout the saga, not
Mm-hmm.
you mention them. And like I said, in Doctor Strange, you hop universes a couple times in a
Mhm.
in a montage scene where you turn into blocks and paint and all this other stuff, and you go see Papa's the Pizza Papa and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's not the multiverse saga. Like you need to show different things happening at different points in the multiverse in order for and like I said, and then like I said, do like they did in What If, bring people from each universe that you've introduced together to form a multiversal Avengers to fight a multiversal threat.
Mm.
That would be interesting. But
That's what they should have did.
yeah,
But yeah, go ahead.
doing what they're doing now is like we say we're gonna do a multiverse. Now we got to clean it up. Let's just go ahead and throw Doom instead of Kang and flip everything over. And because like I said, you're not telling the multiverse story anymore because Kang's not even involved, and Doom doesn't really have much to do with the multiverse from my memory. He's
Right.
I think yeah, I mean he's a threat, but he's not. You know what I'm saying? He's not known for multiversal travel. So I don't know. Like I said, I just think they botched this whole thing doing it that way.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. Um, there was something I was gonna say that you had just touched on. Pause. I was gonna say, so technically, would you say that Deadpool, Wolverine, and the Fantastic Four are part of the multiverse?
So Fantastic Four, yes, because Fantastic Four is set on another world. Deadpool and Wolverine set in set in another multiverse, another
Yeah.
universe.
Okay, so those
Those are
count.
multiverse movies to me. Like I said,
Yes.
because you actually have a whole story that does not touch the MCU, and they were able to do more stuff by not having to touch all the stuff that came before. They could talk about whatever,
Mm-hmm.
because they weren't having to touch on everything and have to tie to everything. That's what made it cool.
So what they should have did, like they did in Fantastic Four, is attach something at the end in an end credit that links. That's going to start linking everything together. Like so,
Correct.
each of these universes, and then at the end, let's say Kang pop up or whatever. They should have did something like that. And then at the like you said, then you start getting all these different characters from the different universes, and then they make the multiverse Avengers or whatever. So I agree with you. But you asked what happened with the incursions. It said Doctor Strange 2 and the Marvels tease incursions, multiversal collisions that can destroy entire universes. But after Fantastic Four first steps, nothing. No mention, no setup, just silence. Yeah, because remember, Monica is on was it Earth 10-0099, whatever, or 0009. Yeah. So supposedly her being there is supposed to cause an incursion. We haven't heard nothing about that. Maybe they'll talk about that in Doomsday. In Marvel is scrapping the incursion arc. All signs point to Marvel shifting gears. Now the entire weight of explanation, the multiverse collapse rests on Avengers Doomsday. Like, do y'all want them to scrap the incursions, or do y'all want them to kind of play on the incursions?
I think the incursions will have to be part of it to get to
Battle
uh
World.
yeah, Battle World.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I mean, how do you get to Battle World without incursions? I thought that was the whole purpose, that the multiverse was falling apart, and he had to save pieces of different universes to form Battle World, right?
Right.
Mhm.
So how
So
do you
that's
get
not,
that? Yeah.
and that's what I'm saying too, Big J. So that's why I was like, when we talked about having these different universes or whatever, and then they at the end have something linking all of them together, whatever, like in an end credit or whatever. Incursion should kind of like with the Infinity Stones. Incursion should have been the Infinity Stones of this arc. Like all of a sudden, these incursions are starting to happen. Like you show each of the movies, and some at the end, you start to show some type of incursion happening. Then that'll lead to another movie. Like you said, Wolverine, Deadpool. They had a movie or whatever, and at the end, something happens to where an incursion is happening, showing Kang or whatever, and it shows you to another movie or whatever. That's what they should have did. The incursion should have been the Infinity Stones of this saga. So
Mhm.
check this out. Fantastic Four Earth 828 reveal says fans thought Fantastic Four Earth 828 would trigger an incursion storyline. See what I'm saying? Said perfect setup, right? Said nope, no incursion, not even in the post credit. So that's another thing too. Well,
They didn't need to set up an incursion if they didn't. We would have
well,
created it,
So
didn't
okay. I'm glad you asked that question, because I was about to say people were saying that. Remember when we was talking about this? People were talking about Doom was not part of that 828, and I kept telling people I think he is. People were
Yeah,
like, "Oh no, he's from another universe or whatever," because of how he got there in an end credit when he got to Franklin. It's like,
yeah,
no, that's not necessarily means he's from a whole nother universe.
yeah,
Because remember, they had an empty chair at the life at the foundation. What was it, Future Foundation?
Mhm.
yeah.
They had an empty chair from Liberia. That's that Doom. But people kept saying it's a totally different Doom or whatever. So, but we'll see, man. We'll see.
I got something.
Well, you said what?
I got some. So I did hear that people were throwing around the theory that, remember, they were trying to throw Galactus to the other side of the universe, right?
Right,
Yeah.
But some people said, what if they sent him to, like, instead of, if they sent him to the 616 by accident? Now, see, that would have also been cool, because that all of a sudden,
Incursion. Yeah,
yeah, that
yeah.
could have caused an
Incursion.
incursion too. Yeah.
Would that if he's the only one? Like,
Oh yeah, that's a
doesn't
good
is
point.
it?
Yeah, because ain't Galactus throughout all
Is-
the multiverse?
It's the same
Yeah, I
thing.
believe he is. Well, because isn't he? He's a multiversal being, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, so he
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't have caused an incursion.
He's kind of
But I mean,
like Darkseid
bringing
in
the two
DC. Like
together,
he's
though.
on. He. Mm,
Like, remember, they punched a
I
hole
mean,
between the two, so I mean, that
Yeah,
theoretically could have caused one if they punched a hole between the two universes.
that's true.
yeah, that's true too. This last one here says, will Strange and Loki join Doom? Strange seeks answers. Loki wants balance, but Doom offers partial free will with complete control. Will they help him or stop him? I don't see it. So it's hard to really say what they're going to do. We don't know what Doom's motivation is. Like I said, we're only basing it off of what we read in the comics. We already know that Marvel don't really just do full-fledged stuff straight from the comics. It's they take bits and pieces of certain things from the comics and they put it on the big screen or whatever. So we don't know what his motivation is. So a lot of this stuff is just straight guessing based off what we know from the comics.
Mhm.
So we know are they gonna go back to the part where Doctor Strange actually went and was trying to fix the incursions? Are they gonna bring that back up? Like we don't know.
But then it wasn't in the Secret Wars where Strange was Doom's sheriff, like when he was God Emperor Doom, like he was an assistant, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think so. But I do remember the one where Strange gave up his power, the title of Sorcerer Supreme to Doctor Doom, and he kind of took over like that too. So I don't know, man. We don't have
So,
anything to base it off of. We really don't know anything about Doom at all. It's our first time seeing him in anything was in that end credit scene.
Mhm.
We would say, yeah.
I honestly think all you guys are y'all hitting on it, but y'all doing it from the opposite side parts. It's like y'all saying like how it's not going to happen, and I think every reason that you're giving why it's not going to happen, it's
Mm-hmm.
why it's going to happen. I think Doom is going to be on some type of like look, Marvel's real simple. He's going to be on some type of heist, some type of I have to accumulate something to get this power. I have to do something. I have to go places to get it. So one of those things it could be is Franklin Richards. The Courageous thing, Doctor Strange, that did happen. So what you're saying, all what he said, it happened. So what do I need to get from that? America, the girl that can transfer different universes with no problem. He might snatch her up. I need to go to Loki. He's the one that's controlling all the timelines and things like that. I need to go snatch him up. I need to either kill him or something like that to get that. Kane might be part of this type of situation where he's going to get a quick scene where I took your resource, I took your power. I am going on this collection tour so I can then go to the Battle World step in my process. I have to go and do these things. So I think all those things are at play. I think they're going to tie in all those loose ends in this movie. I think that's why so many people are in it. That's why he's going to touch so many different universes. The people is his Infinity Stones. The individual people, that's going to be his stones. Cosmic power through Franklin. Loki with the time stone, like time Loki. That's that. Maybe Kane with space or something like that. Like he's going to use people, and they're subbing people in for the Infinity Stones, and then that's how we connect to it. Oh, look what he's doing. He got, and they just showed you. They just showed you him to getting Franklin. Yeah, he can probably get Franklin to do all those things by himself, but that's boring. It's boring. We didn't set up Loki just to set up Loki. We knew what we was getting into. We knew the transition that we was getting into. We knew we had already pretty much signed RDJ to be Doom. They knew what they were doing when they made that post scene when he was sitting in that chamber in a sense, and all those timelines he was straightening them out. They knew what they were doing, so they didn't do that for no reason. It was too late in the game for them to just kind of get rid of it. No, they knew exactly what they're doing. So I think all you guys are saying like the opposite. I just think that he's going to use people as his Infinity Stones, and that's how we connect to the movie.
So I was thinking about it. The only people besides Franklin who has reality warping powers, Sentry has reality warping powers, Wanda has reality warping powers,
Correct.
and like I said, America can jump multiverses.
That's
But
4.
you would think you'd have to go out to, huh?
I said that's 4.
Yeah, I was trying to think if I was going to say, but would he have to go after? Now, remember when Kamala Khan had the bangles on in the show where she went back in time? Now hers, I don't think that's reality,
bring
but
that
she
up.
has.
That was time, I think.
Yeah,
time?
but remember she was able to affect time because she led her grandmother to safety by showing a little
right.
light thing from
Yeah.
the bangles. So she created like a weird loop.
Oh, so you think he's gonna try to go after Shang-Chi's rings too?
I
'Cause
think
remember
they're
they kinda,
related. I think they're related.
yeah. I'm gonna say because remember they made the big deal of that too in that end credit scene. Remember that? So
I think that's what he doesn't get. I think I'm spitballing at this point. Pause. But I think that's the one thing he doesn't get, and that's their use the force one shot only to take down the Death Star. That's it. It's through those bangles. It's through that technology. It's through those rings. That's how they can probably defeat Doom once it gets to that point. Once they fail miserably in this Doomsday, like they're gonna fail miserably, and I just think it's everything else that's connected, and then you'll start to see it at play. But he won't get to the Miss Marvel's thing, which is why they put so much emphasis in that movie based off those Bengals and Saint Change rings. I think that's the one thing he doesn't get.
Because one of those rings in the comics, didn't one of the rings warp reality?
yeah, I think so.
Because I know there's 10 different powers.
It's 10 of them, and each one of them does something different.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't think it warp reality. I think it opens rifts to where you can travel through or something like that. I think
they kind of dumbed it down too in Shang-Chi.
No, yeah, they did.
Yeah, he just doing weird stuff with him, whipping him around and bouncing off the ground with him and stuff.
I told you what it was, BJ. They said that they didn't want to confuse the people because they didn't want those rings to be too similar to the Infinity Stones. Because remember, like I said, each one of the rings do something different. Like the Infinity Stone do something different. That's why they did. That's why they did that. But I mean, I don't know, man. Look, like I said, we don't know. I'm kind of I can't be mad at them, bro, because I understand the circumstance they were going through with the whole Bob Chapek stuff, man. But like you said, BJ, they had a it's a missed opportunity. It's like they could have kept it real simple. Like you said, if you wanted to tell different stories of these folks on different universes. And then at the end of each movie, you have some type of Nick Fury type of moment or whatever where, Kane come out of nowhere or something like that, or some type of incursion happens at the end that gets you ready for the next movie. Like we saw how those Infinity Stones was linking all the different movies together to where when you had that final Avenger movie, it all culminated to that one moment. They could have did the same thing with this, like you said, the way they did What If. Get those different characters, man, to make you could have had Thor from this Earth, you could have had Iron Man from that Earth, you could have had Captain America from that Earth or whatever. Get all of them together, and then you fight Doom that way or whatever. But missed opportunity.
In a way, they're doing that too. In a way, they're still doing that. Why all these different universes that we know of right now? Why are they even in this movie? Just to get destroyed? Probably just to get destroyed. But they're going to take maybe one or two people from the original X-Men. That's his own work. You could do a montage in the very beginning of this movie of these different groups, and their words are coming to an end, and then something gets them out of it, or whatever the case may be. They transport some kind of way. We already gonna be hooked right then and there, and then that shows you, oh well, everyone that we know so far, that world, wherever Monica Rambeau, that world or whatever, just different things that we already seen in Doctor Strange 2, different worlds that we already seen. Their worlds are coming to an end, as they already predicted as they said in Doctor Strange 2 at the end of it. And they can just do a montage of we can see it. We can actually see their worlds collapsing in a sense. Why? Now we don't know why. How did these people get here? Why are y'all in this particular universe now? Those questions have to get answered some kind of way. So
yeah,
we I think we're casting so much of a shadow right now. They know where they're at, and I'm just going to give Kevin Feige a little bit more leeway here. They know where they're at. They know what they did to get to this point, and I don't think they just want to just remove everything they did in the past and kind of start like, oh, this is brand new. No, they're going to tie in a lot of stuff real quick, and you're like, I see what y'all did there. That was nice. Right, y'all could have did it better, but that was nice.
Yeah, because they're gonna probably have a couple loose threads or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's they feel it's not really all that important to explain, but this is the movie to do it right here, man. Like all those loose ends and stuff like that y'all had with those other movies that didn't turn out to be anything. You're gonna definitely have to tie those loose ends here with this movie, man. So they got a lot, man. A lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure to get this movie right, especially with the way that the quote unquote comic book fatigue and all that stuff. We talked about that before. So a lot of people starting to ask that question: is this Doomsday movie going to be successful? We're starting to hear that question now because of what happened with the previous 3 Marvel movies. If you want to add Big J's favorite movie, man, Captain America: Brave New World. But we gonna see, man. We gonna see. I hope you're right, BA. I hope you're right, man. All right, fellas, let's go ahead and turn the page here, man. Get to these questions and comments, but before we do that, man, let's show some love to Playback.
Thank you to our friends over at Playback for this segment. Pause. If you're tired of the national media and the annoying ways they sometimes cover sports and other events, give the Glow Sun Production channel on Playback a try. We cover new and old school basketball, wrestling, and geek culture. And just recently, we've added boxing, mixed martial arts, anime, and even video gaming. So if you have time in your busy day, give our channel on Playback a look and check out some of our replays while you're at it. Another special shout out to our favorite at Playback. Back to the show.
All right, fellas, let's see what these questions and comments talking about, man. Shout out to my boy Dre from Blowing Tears in the building. He said, salute Rail in the panel. Salute, man. Salute. That's your fellow Nick fan right there, BA. Mm-hmm. He says, I thought it was Silver Samurai based on some mood boards, photos. No, I know what you're talking about. That wasn't Silver Samurai. What was that?
It's gonna be Doomsday. It's gonna be Doom.
Well, no. He's talking about from Spider-Man Brand New Day. There was some kind of like samurai pictures or something like that was going around line or whatever. It's not Silver Samurai though. It's not Silver. I mean, I don't think it's Silver Samurai. I don't think he'd be the first mutant they introduced to the MCU before everybody else. But no, I think supposedly it's supposed to be the inner demons. I guess that's probably what that samurai's supposed to represent. I guess I don't know. He also said Superman got saved by a black man, a girl, and a dog, and it pissed people off so much. It made Big J mad. No, I'm joking. No, we liked it, man. We liked it. Oh, so you didn't like it, Dre? Let us know if you liked it, man. Salam says a lot of these chuds online are fake bleep fans. They're just grifting. Yeah, man. That's why I said, like, how you gonna call yourself a DC fan and you didn't know that? Like, that's the part I understand. But it's what it is. Dre says the article is bait. Nothing logical puts Supergirl up in that type of air. Yeah. I mean, it's probably what he's doing, man. He probably is trying to rage bait. I'm not sure. We'll see, though. He's a year away. He still got a year to correct himself. Salam says embarrassing clickbait, low-key sabotage. Yeah. Dre said you're going to get a mini incursion in that Spider-Man. I don't think so.
It's a hell of an end credit.
Yeah. But why? With that Venom symbiote, the little dot, would that cause an incursion?
Possibly.
Oh, you muted Big J.
I don't think so because I know the Venom symbiote causes remember it has that hive mind across multiverse, so it shouldn't because it's not breaking any of the rules there by being there because like I said, it could be in all realities. So
then I don't know on that one, Dre. I'm not sure what could be. Like I said, we gotta see what the movie's talking about, and then if we gotta get close, kind of see some trailers, kind of get an idea. You might be right. We'll have to see though. But so far, man, it's talking about grounded in the movie, so I'm not even sure. He also says they can't do incursions. Fantastic Four is a whole different universe. Yeah, that's why we're trying to figure out what could be an incursion in that movie. Like, it could have told the story a different way to cause an incursion, but yeah. But from what we saw in the movie, yeah, there's no incursion, or there wouldn't be anything that lead to an incursion in the movie. So yeah. He says, man, so much is riding on Doomsday. If it flops, oh boy, what we talking about flopping?
It just needs to be in theater long enough.
What if you had to guess, BJ? What would the budget gonna be on this movie?
Probably around 250 to 300 million. I said probably right at 300 million.
Let me ask you another question. Is this $1 billion? I know we ain't seen no trailers and nothing. Is this movie $1 billion?
I think it will be. I think the Avengers movie is always going to be big, and we haven't had one since 2018. Mm-hmm. I think it'll be a big enough draw.
Yeah, that's 8 years.
Okay. Yeah, I think if I had to call, I think I'd say $1 billion. Billion? Okay. You're probably right. He said passionate up. Let's see. He says, we guessing with Feige. I don't even believe RDJ will be Doom. Feel like a bait and switch. Nah, he actually said he's gonna be Doom. He came out on the stage at Comic-Con and said he's gonna be Doom. So and they already advertised him as Doom. So he can't be pulled no.
You said what? I thought you said that was your ideal casting. You said you wanted a 5'7" Doom. It was 62 years old.
hey, Wolverine is 5'3", and he out here scaring children out here, man. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
Berserker rage and everything.
I mean, at least if Hugh Jackman was 6'2", 6'3", but I mean, you could be bigger. You can't be small and be the most threatening man in the universe when you like riding around in platform shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Let's see, we got Dre said Doomsday. Yo, so I mean, what I was saying, you gotta certain angles. Dre said Doomsday is too big to flop. I mean, hope you're right, man. Hope you're all right about Doomsday. I wanted to succeed. I definitely do. He says RDJ on the max contract. Yeah, he on a OG Ananobi contract.
Didn't they sign him for $100 million for both movies?
Yep. Wait, is that 100 per movie?
I think it's total. I think he gets 100 for both movies.
Oh, okay. I'm finna say, Cause wait, that right? I thought he made 75 last time, right? 75 million, I think. And then you might be right.
They say it's 100 million with incentives. Yeah, 100 million. Well, no, they
Ain't
said it
right.
could be 200 million with bonuses in this. So yeah.
Yeah, bonus and back end pay.
If
Yeah,
they hit a
bro.
Billy,
That's just.
I
That's why
know
we were saying, man. If he had been in, to think about it, if he had been in Ironheart, they would have he probably would have charged them about 30 mil just for
That's
a 5 minute, you know what I'm saying, cameo or
well,
whatever. Like,
that's what happened with the Spider-Man. Was it Homecoming? Not Homecoming.
yeah,
The
it was
second one.
Homecoming. That was
No, wasn't it?
Homecoming.
The second one.
Oh, when he showed up on the
Yeah, on
ferry.
that
Yeah,
boat.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I think they said he got like $30 million to do that.
And that's why he wanted no more Spider-Man movies, right there. You breaking the bank with Sony, man. Dre says two-parter, man. So they're gonna refresh the characters, build from 2.5 hours, and murk them people. You starting to
And
sound like
murdering
BA,
people.
man.
People
You
going
starting
to
to
die.
sound like BA,
That says
man.
I'm
he is
just saying.
100% correct. People going to
That,
die,
that's
man. It's just,
that's BA motto. Somebody about to die. That's what's gonna happen.
somebody
You
got
already
to
know people
die,
gonna
yo.
die.
Somebody got to
Hey,
go.
they gonna reboot it anyway. So I mean, it's gonna probably lose his luster. Like, oh, he died. He gonna be rebooted.
Yeah.
Dre said I like Superman movie, solid 7.5 out of 10. Okay. Now, Dre, you know it's either got to be a 0 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10 in today's time, man. So can't be in the middle. They gonna say you hate. Salam says true. Avengers usually make money. I wouldn't be surprised if Doom makes 350 on opening weekend.
That's all the theaters.
It's bringing in too many movies together. That's what we forgetting. Is everyone that loved Deadpool is going to watch this movie.
Hold on.
Anyone that like the OG X-Men is going to watch this movie.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all think it can make 350?
Nah, not opening weekend.
Endgame.
Not opening weekend.
What is
No. Endgame did, Big J. I'm talking about from what we know past the pandemic. Do you think he can make 350 on his opening weekend?
Oh yeah, not just like yeah. So yeah, Endgame did 1.2 billion in the opening weekend. So yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm gonna say 200.
Oh, it'll make more than that.
Sorry, 250. Sorry, 250.
I think it could do 350 the first weekend. If Endgame did 1.2 billion, man, the opening weekend, that's ignorant.
But once again, we talk about after the pandemic. You want to bank on that? It's gonna make 350.
Okay, so it ended up at 2.8 billion, right? And I'm thinking even if you cut that in half, it's gonna do okay. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah. No, I'm not talking about overall. I'm talking about opening weekend.
I know, but I'm saying so it made 1.2 billion the first weekend. So once again, cut that in half and see you'll be okay.
That's worldwide, right?
Yeah. The US Friday made 157 million, Saturday made 109 million, Sunday made 90 million. So it made 337.
145, wasn't it? Wasn't it 345?
I'm talking. No, I'm looking at the opening weekend. So yeah, it's a little over 350 for the opening weekend.
Oh, I thought like 345 or something like that.
Deadpool versus Wolverine made 211 million in the North America and 444 global. That's Deadpool versus Wolverine.
Yeah, it'll hit 350.
And that was last year.
Yeah, you saw those chairs.
You might be right.
It's too many people attached to this.
I think me and BA in the movie.
That was my movie. Yeah,
BA in the movie.
I'm not. But you.
The one guy have a chair.
It's over for you, Big J.
Somebody gonna die.
I'm dying in the movie. Oh dang.
You definitely gonna die.
Hey, you died in the first incursion.
In the opening scenes.
You
gonna be part of the people that's running in the background.
That first one, that's over. You know you're wrong.
Gonna get splattered like on what was it? Thunderbolts.
Yeah. No.
Drake says bonus is crazy. That's money. Micah looking for. Hey, he could share with Micah. He could. You're right. He definitely looking for that money. But man, you know what? Now that BA said that, but and they got everybody, especially if it's Deadpool in this movie. Y'all might be right. It might make 350. It might make 350.
And that's Spider-Man not in this movie. Like,
so if it opens up, We don't know yet.
I think they've been linking a new list, for that next movie chair release. I've seen it.
We gonna see the next list. So he might be on there. You might be right. I told you I think he's gonna be in there because I don't think it's a coincidence that they're filming Spider-Man not too far from where they're filming Doomsday.
Yeah.
So I've been saying that. I was gonna say something too. So with that 350 opening weekend, what do y'all think that the overall box office is gonna be?
1.7 billion.
Okay. What you think, BA?
It's definitely gonna go to the Bills.
I thought you were gonna say
Yeah.
2. I'm waiting on one of y'all to say 2. Don't be scared.
I don't think they hit 2 because it probably won't have the long run.
See, the next one might
yeah.
hit. The next one might hit.
Because remember,
If
we
they
said
can't-
Endgame ran for like 9 months
5
almost.
months, or yeah, something insane.
Yeah, 5 months, something like that. Yeah. I'm with BJ. I'm gonna say 1.5. I'm gonna say I mean only because of the legs. I'm just saying because of the legs, BJ. You know what I'm saying? Because I think it ain't gonna make money out of it. It's because of the legs. That's what I think it's gonna be. Like Cuz said, it's gonna probably be in the movie theater. They might let it be in the movie theater for about 2 months.
Yeah, they
And
did
then-
April to September last time.
Yeah, so yeah, they definitely not doing it this time. I'm gonna say 2 months, and I think they can make 1.5 in 2 months. Especially if they get near 300 again, then yes, they're definitely gonna get at least 1.5 in 2 months.
Yeah.
So, and then Dre says Doomsday is tugging on nostalgia heartstrings. Yeah, he said that movie doing. He said 400 if they just average with marketing and trailers. Man, if they can make 400 on open weekend, that's man.
Just think of the promo shot of each one of these groups, whether it be Deadpool by himself, the original X-Men, whoever, and then just imminent doom right behind him. Boom. That's I gotta see what happened to my guy, whoever that guy is. They gonna come and watch.
Ooh, I remember him. He was in that one movie.
Dude, I think there was somebody had a set shot that they took. I don't know how they took it, but I getting run off and sued into oblivion. But I think it had the Thing. I think it was on the Fantastic Four ship. It was like the Thing. I think it was Shuri. I think it was Sam Wilson and Bucky and somebody all in one shot. I'm like, if you're doing stuff like that, man, I'm telling you, it's gonna blow up. And I think they said She-Hulk's probably gonna be in it along with the Mark Ruffalo Hulk. You having everybody up there.
Now you sure that wasn't AI?
No, it wasn't AI. This because it was they showed a boy in the mocap. It was for the Thing. He was in the mocap rig.
Yeah.
Okay. You can probably last one here. It says if you present heroes dying, the people will come. Yeah. I mean, because they're gonna probably die, like BA would say, but we already know they get rebooted.
Yeah.
So I mean, plus if they're gonna get started over after Secret Wars, we already know that too, because all the incursions gonna end and all that stuff, and everybody gonna come back and everything gonna be hunky dory again. So yeah, we're gonna have to see though. All right, fellas, man. That's gonna probably do it for us tonight, man. We definitely appreciate everybody, man, geeking out with your boys again for another episode. If you guys could do us a favor, hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Also, to everybody, hit them likes up for us tonight and follow us over on Cuz We Geek Clips. We post condensed versions of the show on that channel. So please do us a favor by hitting the subscribe button on that channel as well. But listen, man, with all that being said, it's your boy Real. We got my cuz Will. We got BA in the building. We got Big J. Oh, wait. Real quick. Did y'all all watch Aliens tonight?
Yep.
I didn't watch the second episode yet. I'm telling you that now.
Man, they had me over here feel like stuff crawling on me.
Real quick, what you think about it? What you think about it, cuz?
It's a good one.
Okay. What about you, Big J?
I think it's back. Aliens is definitely back because it's.
So you did see both episodes?
I saw both episodes. Yeah, I was mad because I want to keep watching. I saw that the next 2 episodes don't come out until next week. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Okay, I gotta watch the next episode. Did you watch it?
I can catch up. I ain't watched it at all. So.
Oh, okay.
So how we gonna flip this? So we just gonna do wait till the series over?
Yeah, wait till the series over. Wait till the series over.
Okay.
Get everybody time to kind of catch up and watch and all that stuff.
How many total episodes?
I don't want to lie to you. Just 6.
I don't remember.
I'm about to look, see if I can find it.
Oh, then my wife is gonna kill me if I don't talk about this. So she got mad at me because I didn't bring this up last show, BA. So saw Weapons. She loved the bleepity bleep out that movie. That's all she talked about. Saw that movie. We saw Together. I don't know if y'all saw that movie yet.
Mhm.
That movie crazy. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. That
It
movie
looks
is
like it.
bro, that movie crazy, man. Like it's one of those like weird, like, it's a good movie, but it's like really weird. And it's like, what the hell we just watched?
Yeah.
And then there was another movie we saw, and I'm blanking.
Can't see it with your
What?
background.
Yeah. 8.
Oh, 8. Okay. Dang, I'm trying to think what the other movies saw. I can't remember. But yeah. So she recommend y'all go see Weapons. And if y'all got a chance to see Together, man, go watch Together too, man. Both crazy movies, man. But,
Ain't whoever doing Together, they doing something with Marvel, right?
well, no, you thinking of Weapons.
That's
Yeah,
Weapons guy.
Weapons.
Weapons.
Yes,
He did
Weapons guy.
DC. He did a DC movie. He wrote a movie for DC.
Yeah. The Breaking the
Supposedly
Bad.
it's a movie with Batman, Joker, and Harley Quinn supposed to be in the movie. But this says it's supposed to be like really quick cameos in there, not like kind of like how Ben Affleck and them were in Suicide Squad, the first one. They in there real quick and they out or whatever.
Like the man who killed Batman. If you go to the the animated
yes,
series.
just like that. And that's based off a comic book run, the man that killed Batman. So yeah.
So quick question on Weapons. They said, there was a bidding war for that movie, right? For the script, they said, "Oh boy, just wrote the script," and then they said it was a bidding war, and you heard that Jordan Peele fired his manager because he didn't get it, and he said that his manager also was representing the dude who wrote the movie. He said they had the same manager, so he think it was a conflict of interest, so he ended up firing him. And I was like, "Yeah, that's messed up because it was $38 million, and he wanted it."
Yeah,
bro, my wife, I told you, man, she loved the heck out this movie. She been watching all them like heavy spoilers and all that stuff. Trying to learn everything about the movie and everything, and she told me about that. What you just said, Big J, about Jordan Peele, and it looked like a kind of like in that Jordan Peele range too, man. So I can see why he'd be mad he didn't get it or whatever. So, but yeah, like I said, man, go check the movie out. I'm going to go see Nobody. Try to go see Nobody this week. Nobody 2 this weekend. So we'll see about that one too. But yeah, man, listen. With all that being said, y'all, like I said, it's your boy Real, Cuz Will. Got Big J, BA in the building. We will be back here on Saturday, y'all. So all we ask you to do until then is stay geeked. And we out.